Good morning, everybody. Hayden decided to take an earlier nap, so we're going to get this done now. And I know I posted and asked if you guys were having a struggle feeding your family while you were eating to this plan. And to be honest, I haven't, checked out the meal plan to a T. I've looked at the plans to kind of see like what dinner was like and where the colors are falling and stuff. And from the looks of it, I checked into Plan B for sure. There's a lot of flexibility to be able to make a healthy dinner for you and a healthy dinner for your family. So hopefully this can kind of refine that, give you guys some new excitement, and give you a little bit of tough love. So I have 5 things that I want to go over. And first and foremost, I want you guys to know that I hate cooking. I hate being in the kitchen. I'm not creative enough. Like, I do the same meal plans all the time. I hate the cleanup, and I would just rather be spending my time doing something else. But our families have to eat. We are the moms, and typically that is a responsibility that falls on us 80% of the time, right? So hopefully these 5 tips can help you going into week 3 as your family and yourself might need some new meals. And I have a couple bonus things at the end, okay? So number 1 is plan your dinner meal first. So when I am on and I'm doing 21-day fix, or I'm doing a carb cycling program, or I'm doing something where I have to be a little bit more structured in my eating, by the time I got to dinner, I would find myself stuck with like a protein and a green. And that doesn't really leave a whole lot for the rest of the family. Now with this plan, you're getting a few more options for dinner. So look at dinner, since that is an important creative meal. Plan that first so that whatever you're craving or whatever sounds good, you're going to be in a better state of mind to plan that for dinner right off the bat, versus going through your 4 other meals first and then you're getting to dinner going, oh, okay, now what do I eat? Okay, because typically then what you can do is take your dinner and maybe make that into tomorrow's lunch. So that's 2 meals right off the bat for you that are done. You're not wasting food. And then dinner, then the next night, plan you plan all of your dinners first. Sorry, I should have clarified. Plan all your dinners first and figure out what you want for dinner each night with your family based on the colors that you have. And then you can take those dinners and see how they could possibly fit into your meal 2, meal 3, or meal 4 option, if that makes sense. So that way you're not having to prep all of this food all the time, and you can take what you're eating and feeding your family for dinner, and you can move that into another meal the next day. Okay, so plan your dinners first. You're going to be a little bit more creative. You're going to have a little bit more excitement towards your dinner versus getting that to the last meal of your planning. Okay, so plan dinner first. Number 2 is don't hesitate to repeat your family's meals. I know some spouses may not like this, but in my house, I tell Matt, I'm like, if you want to eat, this is what's happening, okay? If you want something different, you are more than welcome to go get takeout, or there's frozen pizza. Always have a few of those on hand for the kids. But this is what's happening tonight for dinner, because I don't want to be stuck in the kitchen every night. I don't want, when my kids come home from school, that I'm in the kitchen for an hour and a half cooking, cleaning, eating it up, and doing all that. So there are nights where we repeat meals. And so when I'm planning my dinner, I look for 1 or 2 meals that I can make double of, or I know that like the serving size is maybe for 6 people versus just 4, and that there's going to be another night, probably that next night, that we're going to have that meal again, or in 2 nights. So then on my dinner plan, it's the same thing. So Monday night and Tuesday night are the same dinner. And like I said, they might not love that idea, but 1 or 2 nights a week, you can eat the same thing. And that makes life so much easier on you, because now you're just planning one less meal. You don't have to do a whole lot of prep the following day. You just have to portion it out, warm it up, and serve it. And everyone is happy with what they're eating, and everyone's eating a healthy meal. Which brings me to number 3. You might have to modify, and you might have to encourage your family to try new things. So both of you are going to have to make some sacrifices for that meal. So you might have to modify, for example, tacos come to mind. You might have to skip the avocado and the cheese because you used your blue at an earlier meal. But you can still have a whole wheat tortilla or brown rice and the taco meat. I would encourage you to make your own taco seasoning. Super easy. Fix8 even has one. I think they have a fajita one. Brown rice, your turkey meat or your chicken meat. Put some vegetables on it, peppers, mushrooms, lettuce, whatever the case may be. And then your family can have salsa and your family can have cheese and avocado, but you're also hitting your portions and you're not making 2 meals. You are just modifying it to fit your needs, your nutrition. Okay? Or they might have to try something new. Maybe you're having baked chicken, or maybe you're having quinoa as your carb. And instead of making 2 carbs for everybody, which I would usually do, I just started looking at my kids saying, you're going to try some quinoa. You're going to try some steak. You're going to try some chicken sausage. And for those of you who don't know, I have 2 5-year-olds. Brooklyn and Grayson are twins, and then Hayden is 17 months. And for the last 2 weeks, we have all eaten the same dinner, and they've all been healthy. I'm not going rogue just because I'm pregnant. I still want my family, and I still need to eat well. Okay, so my kids are trying new foods, and I'm just encouraging them to try them. And if they don't like them, then our family has a separate option. So maybe that's something you could do as well. If they don't like that meal, give them the other option. Not chicken fingers and French fries, but maybe it's a peanut butter and jelly, or maybe it's dinner from the night before, or maybe it's Daily Sunshine Shake or a Shakeology shake. That's their option if they don't want to eat dinner. Okay, so that tip number 3 is you're going to have to possibly modify your meal, but encourage your family to try new things and for them to try new flavors and new foods. And Brooklyn she's amazed me the last 2 weeks. She's my picky one, and she's had maple syrup, she's had turkey bacon, she's had baked ziti, she had baked potato. My kids apparently have never had a baked potato. I'm just really, really proud of them. She had fajita meat last night. She didn't like it, so I just gave her a different kind of meat to put on her taco. So, but they're trying new things, and it's encouraging in your kids to try healthy options and to increase their palate. Okay. Number 4, and this is a little bit of tough love. Your family has completely different goals than you do. So as much as I am on board with let's everyone eat what mom's eating, or you make something and modify it, the reality is that you're eating for completely different needs and wants and desires than your 5-year-olds, your 6-year-olds, your 7-year-olds, your 8-year-olds. And that's okay. You're eating different than your husband. Matt, when I'm doing my stuff, Matt doesn't always want just chicken and vegetables for dinner. So I will make chicken, vegetables, and then I'll make them baked potatoes, or I'll make them brown rice, or I'll make them spaghetti, or I'll make them whatever they need, because they have different goals than I do. And it's not always fair to make them eat according to my plan, because that's how I want to eat right now. So keep that in mind. Our kids and our husbands are eating for different needs, wants, and desires. Okay? So there are going to be some nights where you have to make 2 meals. And that's okay, because I have tip number 5 for you. And that's make 1 or 2 nights about them. What does your family want? That's our night tonight, and I know my kids are going to want macaroni and cheese, and I get these chicken fries from Aldi's that they love. And so when I give them the option on what they want, I make them an organic box of macaroni and cheese, some chicken fries, and they get raw broccoli. Their request, it's like their favorite meal. And you know what? I don't mind doing it, because I know that's one less night that I'm going to have to fight with them. It's already planned. I can make it ahead of time while they're at school. And that way, while they're eating their meal or while they're playing, I can prep and make Matt and I's meal. and then we can all sit down and still eat together. Okay? I'm a big believer. I think I'm learning anyway. That was a huge thing for us when we moved. Yes, exactly, Heather. Like, if you can make a dinner for your plan, cool. If not, then you either have dinners prepped for your family so that they're easy to take care of, or you have your dinners prepped so you're easy to take care of and you can make them a meal. We're eating for different goals, different tastes, different structures, okay? But make 1 or 2 nights easy. On top of, repeating dinner and having a leftover meal, maybe one night they're going out to dinner. Maybe one night is, you have basketball and swimming and these sports and that sports. Maybe that's like a Subway night or a Jimmy John's night or a pizza dinner night for your family or something like that says, you know what, just because I'm eating towards these goals doesn't mean you guys can't enjoy your favorite meals either. Okay, so make 1 or 2 nights that are super easy, and I work those into my meal plan. So Sunday morning, I'm getting up, and I am going on to, these are my 2 little tips for you, little resources, Beachbody On Demand blog or the Fix It cookbook, and I'm pulling those up because I know that they're healthy options. They're going to give me simple meals, and then whatever. So I use those 2 resources and I pick 3 to 4 meals to make for the week. And usually Monday is my big prep. I'll make a bigger, nice meal, but I'm going to make a lot of it, so we're going to have it Tuesday night too. Wednesday night, I make something super simple but delicious, and then I make enough for that night so I don't have a ton of leftovers. Thursday night, because I'm starting to get a little tired, is our free night, and the kids can choose. Matt and I will have leftovers, or maybe we go out to dinner. Friday night, I make something else. So tomorrow night, I'm like barbecue pork sandwiches is what we're having tomorrow. Something fun and something that we can eat the rest of the weekend for lunches while we're home or dinner, depending on what happens. And then I schedule out, Saturday night is our dinner night out probably as well, as we're gonna, get out of the house and be a family. So Sunday morning, wake up, plan your dinners first, use those 2 resources to help you, and see where you can modify, like tacos or spaghetti, like the baked ziti. Maybe you just have, it's using tomato sauce. Maybe you just have the noodles and the tomato sauce and a side salad, and yours is a dairy-free version of that, and they have cheese on it. Like it's the blue container that's going to be the tricky one at dinner, okay? But if you're in plan B. But you guys can do this. You can make this fun for your family. There's going to be sacrifice on both sides, and I don't think that that's anything bad. There's going to be a sacrifice that you're going to have to sit and watch your family go out to dinner or eat a pizza, or you're going to have to prep them something that's absolutely amazingly unhealthy and delicious, but it's not on your plan, but that's what they want for dinner. And there's going to be a sacrifice for them that there's going to be nights where you're going to make a delicious dish that fits your meal plan, and that's the only option that night. But communicate with your family, have them pick 1 or 2 nights that they can choose their own meals. Have your kids get involved, have your spouse get involved. Do something to break up the monotony of the week. And I think that's going to help you keep your family encouraged and motivated to stick with, to support your goals without them feeling like they are having to do the program with you. So I would love to hear if this was helpful. If you just comment below with a heart, a thumbs up, something, or what tip stuck out with you the most. Make sure you check in today. Comment below this video how your workout was, how your meal plans were, and just how you're feeling and what you're excited for going into next week and what you're proud of. Okay? So comment below, check in, recap your day, let us support you and encourage you and celebrate you. And hopefully this was a helpful video. All right, we'll talk to you later.